Peace, peace. It's your boy. We're back with some more intellect, back with some spiritual knowledge, back with some science. We here. First and foremost, want to do what we always do. Give thanks to the ones that came before us. You already know the ancient Kemetic people, the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Incas, the Kushites, ancient Buddha, and just millions and millions of civilizations that laid the groundwork for us to be able to study what they did and be amazed, but not only study what they did and be amazed, carry the legacy, and then make things into our own legacy. Now, I would say I'm back, and I've been back. Circumstances is transpiring, and I could view it and be like, oh, my life is in shambles. But your life is only in shambles when you are conquered and defeated by the circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Once you got that will and that thrive and that just that, it's that certain frequency that you carry, especially as a man. Once you carry that, homie, you ain't defeated by nothing. Ain't nothing on this earth defeating. Your life is not in shambles. You in control of that. It's a message to self. It's a message to anybody watching this. Now, we get to the title of the video or whatever, but this is how we're going to kick this video off. Take a second and walk with me, right? Take a second, walk with me, and look at life like this. If you're an individual, and you know for a fact, you know the knowledge, and you know that 2 + 2 = 4, but you in a town, a city, or a classroom that say 2 + 2 is 22, how would you act? Ponder on that, think about that. And not only that, you're not really so concerned about the adults because they're grown. But the youth is picking up the 2 + 2 = 22, and they building ideologies, they building movements, they building 2 + 2 = 22. Now people are like, well, if that's what they feel, no, that's the problem. It would be messed up giving the youth that equation, because everything they building will be a lie. It won't be exact. At some point, it will be dilemmas. There's a reason I always speak about spirituality and science, because when you're talking about building and architects and infrastructure, you just can't put certain things together and not expect it to fall. That's why science is exact. Alchemy is exact. So that's why I tell people, if you in that classroom and you know 2 + 2 is 4, don't waver. Keep being passionate. If you look crazy, if you forget all that, keep pushing that out there. Keep it. Keep that will, homie. Keep that zeal in you. Now let's just walk with me real quick, right? Now, a lot of people always say, if they in that classroom, because they think about it, and I break it down. I've heard some people, I've asked this question plenty of times, and some people may say, well, if I knew this was a general census, I would have more patience because I would know da-da-da. And I said, that's cool. If you feel like you need to have more patience because people too far gone, so you won't be so passionate and you have to go to their level. And I agree with that to a degree. Here's where I differ. If in that classroom, that equation is not like something minor, it's life or death. It's how we move in culture. It's how we move in generations to come. So if we see kids dying from that equation, it doesn't matter about, patience and feelings, because we have children dying from this shit. And the equation, for those that are not catching my drift, is music we listen to, things we watch on TV, how we talk, things like that, or whatever. And I always tell people, there will be times where kids do hear certain heated conversations, and you must be able to intellectually explain things to what that child has heard. Because, like I said, I went through a few things, and for the most part, my nieces and nephews never heard me say certain stuff, but it's probably been times, 1 or 2 times where they did. And I was able to articulate and express certain things to them to where they can understand. Because people see people like me, and they always say, you need to calm down. I think the message is, no, it's not. The main reason that I'm growing, and I have been growing, for those that do know, for the last 6-7 years of my life, is because I've been given this. Now, there was times where, when I was talking like this, where it wasn't obtainable to everybody. But as time progressed, I noticed what I'm saying is still based off a warrior mentality. It's still based off it's a certain frequency that's non-void. It's a certain frequency that a lot of people are not carrying. That's why I said, like, guys like us, and for those that are watching, we have bigger impacts than the guys in suits and ties and stuff like that. They can't go to the youth and what suits and all that other stuff on and clean cut and all that. The youth they not kicking that. They not rocking that. And people always have a hard time. Why the youth can't connect with these messages and this and that? I'm gonna be honest. A lot of that shit corny. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm not advocating the street stuff, but I'm just saying, a lot of times when we think about like who we are as people, we think clean cut in the 60s in that era of when things was good and whatever. That still wasn't our culture. That still wasn't our culture. How I look now is more of our culture than anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I always tell the young generation, this is why y'all connect with me so much. And then people be thinking I'm younger than I actually am. I'm 26. People be thinking I'm like 20, 21, which is cool, you know, taking care of myself. But it's not just that. It's I look like them. And not only do I look like the youth, I'm able to explain where do they get their influence from, where they don't even subconsciously know, you know, with chains and locks. Because some of us feel like, man, you know, I just need to be on my more grown man stuff and cut my locks and get a clean cut. Who the hell said getting a clean cut is grown man, and who the hell said it was clean? Clean, like, you see what I'm saying? So if you on your road to being a GOAT, pretty much saying, don't let sheeps with their scary ass mentality, and a lot of people not even scary. Niggas' spouses be scary, and they put pressure on them, so they condone the scary shit. It'd be a lot of soldier women and soldier guys, but niggas' spouses be putting that. Oh, I just don't think they get to talking like that, and then people be letting love control their consciousness. Love ain't more. It ain't more powerful than your consciousness. I'm not arguing with niggas. I'm not arguing with that. Love is not more important than your consciousness. I don't care what nobody's talking about, because before you get to that love, your consciousness must be right, and that's going to dictate how you love someone. So, like I said, if you a GOAT, don't be letting people fearmonger you into da-da-da and this and that. And if you're a businessman and you doing whatever, you spiritual or not, or you in tune, of course, there's certain parameters. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying get on the internet and do this and do that. As we see these shifts happening, because a lot of us speak about, oh, the moon gonna look like this tonight. Oh, it's gonna be positioned like this, and we do all these 3 numbers and quotes. But on the real tip, it's a shift happening, and a lot of the shift is based off people's works. It's not astrology signs. It's not oh, this is a new month. This is the 1st of March, so that means no. Now I'm not discounting those things. People are, well, what you speaking against? It sounds like you're speaking against spirituality. No, I'm not. I'll be a fool to do so. But spirituality is not something you just pick up and throw on like a t-shirt. No, spirituality is something you have to carve out the material, knit it yourself, see what works, see what don't work, see how much you can master whatever. That's how spirituality is treated. Y'all treat spirituality like a damn white t-shirt and just throw it on to go outside. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. So remember, if you know what 2 + 2 is, and you know it's 4, I don't care how much this world say that shit, 22, 202, 2 million, whatever twos they throw into it, is 4. Stand by that, still be impactful, because the youth need us. I'm not arguing with niggas. A lot of us want to rekindle shit, and I got a video on that. I'm not really with none of that. A lot of us want to rekindle relationships and stuff like that. I always advocate, if you're going to rekindle a relationship, it needs to be somewhere to where it's not too traumatic or dismantling for the both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? On both parties. You know what I'm saying? Not just you, whoever you rekindling with. But let's be honest, most of us not rekindling shit that has any substance. A lot of us are rekindling shit because we don't want to feel alone. A lot of us are rekindling relationships, friendships, whatever damn shit, is because we don't really trust ourselves with living without people. And it's a biological reason for that, because naturally we yearn for that. I'm not going against biology, but I'm saying naturally too, since the beginning of the damn time, we have always mastered our mind and our consciousness. So all I'm pretty much saying to y'all, man, is if things is based off lies and based off this and deceit and this and that, which most are, whether you claim to be black or Aborigine or Moor or Israelite or Kemetic brother or whatever you claim, all them titles goes out the window because all our families still do the same type of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're going with it, man. I got more videos on the way. Make sure y'all check out my single, The Great Awakening. I will be putting a little more effort with that, getting it out of there, working on the video and stuff like that. That will be on the way. More content coming. My second channel will be appearing soon. I might have a third channel for something else as well. And man, I'm just back to it. I got that fire back in me. Fire I ain't had since nigga was 13, 14 years old. Like it's back. And I love it. Rest up to my cousin. Free my bro. And I got y'all. And to the youth, keep doing what y'all doing, man. I love y'all. See y'all. Peace.
In January, I lost my cousin, I wasn't saying shit. You can ask my God to shit, dog, I wasn't feeling shit. But I'm in this time, I should go quick. In January, I lost my cousin, I wasn't saying shit. You can ask my God to shake, dog, I wasn't feeling shit. But I'm man enough to admit that I need some healing shit. Yeah. Welcome. Yeah. Hope you enjoying the ride, you know. Enjoying the ride. This is well overdue. What you been?
If you tell me you can't know heaven, you say heaven is all around you, but you drunk, you can't see it because you're looking for these two eyes, and you ain't looking with the spiritual eyes.
Open your eyes, third eye. Before the UFO of high frequency leave, your flesh begins to bleed. Shut a glass in your eyes, there's no way to see. The only thing that will be is hypnotize my ride.
Hypnotize my ride.
Yeah. Hypnotize my ride.
Hypnotize my ride.
Yeah. Hypnotize my mind. Yeah.
Hypnotize my mind.
Yeah. I'm hypnotized by mind. My mind.
Hypnotize my mind.
Yeah. We are.